Hey guys, it's Ellie and welcome back to Earl Books. I know it's been a really long time, but I'm back today with a book haul. This book haul is going to be the first of many in this outfit, because it's been a little while since I've done a book haul. I have quite a few to show you. I've got 4 piles around me. This pile, as you can see by the title, are my poetry books that I've recently purchased. My next book haul will be mostly library books that I've borrowed about disability for my thesis, and then I have 2 book hauls worth of just books that I've bought for various reasons, and yeah, there's a lot of them, so let's go. You may be able to tell from this massive gaping hole behind me that I bought quite a few books. This was mostly my poetry section, but I also I'd organised them a little bit differently so that there were some books like this way, and then some books like this way. Anyway, you'll see in the next videos because they'll be going back in there. Anyway, so you saw the first one there. This is Carrying the World by Maxina Benabar Clark. I don't know if I said that right. I've read 2 of her books already. One called Foreign Soil, which was a collection of short stories, and the other is called The Hate Race, which is a non-fiction book about her experiences being, I think she's, I want to say her parents were originally from Jamaica, I want to say, but I'm not sure. And then they moved to England, and then they moved to Australia, and she was born here, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, I really like her stuff. I think she's an amazing person. So when I saw this, I absolutely had to get it. Yes. Very excited for this one, and it's like a decent sized poetry collection. None of this like 90 pages. So thank you for making this worth my money. Then I got, it's kind of in the same realm, I guess. This talks about racism, and that sort of thing. So, this is Citizen, an American Lyric by Claudia Rankine. Yeah, so this is also about racism in America rather than Australia, and I believe it's about other things as well. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it looks really cool. Not only is there like the poetry in it, but there are images, and there's a page somewhere, I don't know if I can find it. There it is, with just typography on it, and yeah, it just looks amazing, and I can't wait to read this. Again, it's like decent sized, so I'm happy. And then I got, speaking about decent sized poetry books, there's 7,300 Days by Isabella Mente. I originally really picked this up because of the cover, which is gorgeous, but then I had a quick flick through of poems, and I really like this style that's kind of like Rupi Kaur from Milk and Honey, and yeah, I like that style, so I'm interested in this. I also follow Isabella on Instagram, and I really like the sort of stuff that she posts. It's not all her poetry, like there's just stuff that I like in there as well, but I just found it really interesting. Really, really excited to read this one. Yeah. Okay, what else have we got here? I got some Kate Tempest. I've been wanting to read Kate Tempest for ages, but her books were always really expensive, and then there was something on the book depository, I think it was like a sale or something. Anyway, they were marked down, so I got 2 of them. I got Brand New Ancients, which is actually all just the one poem, and I started reading a bit of this before I realised that, but I had to put it down because I didn't have time to read it, and I feel like it's one that you want to read in one go. And they do mention, she does mention at the start that this poem was written to be read aloud, so yeah, I want to have the time to be able to read it aloud to myself and in one go. Yeah, and hopefully soon. And then the other one I got of hers was Hold Your Own. Yeah, and I've just always wanted to read Kate Tempest, so now I have 2 of hers and I'm really excited. So I have The Ends of the Earth by Jacqueline Turner. I went poetry shopping with my best friend Michelle, and I picked up this one and 2 others that I'm going to show you in a minute. Yeah, this, I believe she's... Oh no, this is Australian. They have this poetry bookshop is sort of like organised by country, so all of the ones I got then are Australian, but in the past I've bought ones from Canada, and I for some reason thought this was a Canadian as well, but apparently not. I'm really interested in this. And then that same day, Michelle gave me Your Soul is a River by Nikita Gill. She'd been sent this book twice by accident, so she gave me her spare copy, and that is the reason that she is the best. One of the many reasons. And then, kind of in the same vein, I bought this, which is The Princess Saves Herself in This One by Amanda Lovelace. This is one of Michelle's favourite collections. So, yes, I wanted to read it already, but because she enjoyed it, we pretty much love all the same books. So I'm pretty sure I will enjoy this. I'm not really that fussy when it comes to poetry. I will give anything a go. So yes, I'm really, really excited about this one. And then I have 2 that I've already read, and that is New American Best Friend by Olivia Gatwood. You can find most of these online, that Olivia does spoken word poetry, and like poetry slams and that sort of thing, so you can find quite a few of them on YouTube. And I've listened to them so many times that I just wanted to buy this, and this only came out in March, so I pre-ordered it. First time I've ever pre-ordered anything in my life. Yeah, and I've already read it and I loved it. And then I also have this, which is, the title is actually upside down. It's Lace Bone Beast by N.L. Schompel. Already read this, loved it, thought it was incredible. Yeah, it's just really well put together, and I just like the themes and everything, and there's even some images, and I like poetry books that are set out a little bit differently. Like this one is just normal and I like it, but I'm even more drawn to ones that are a little bit different, and even if that's just like how the poetry is written, like this is very like, you know, like straight down and everything, and this one is you know, there's more like shorter poems and longer ones, and just, you know, ones that are set out a bit differently, and I really like that. Yeah, so yeah, I really liked this one. It was amazing. And then these 2 are also Australian poets, and I actually know both of them. So yeah, let's talk about them. This is She Woke and Rose by Autumn Royal, and Autumn was actually my, what's the word I'm looking for? She was my tutor for a writing class that I did at uni in first year. She was my, no, second year. It was my first writing subject I'd ever done. I changed my degree in second year. I was doing a Bachelor of Health Science and Arts, and then I was doing psychology. Decided I didn't want to do psychology anymore, and went back to what I always wanted to do, which was writing and literature. Yeah, and Autumn was my first writing tutor, and she made the class so much fun, and I really enjoyed it. And she read us a couple of her things throughout the semester. So when I saw this there, I had to get it because I really liked her stuff. So yeah. And then the other one I have is actually Devious Intimacy by Anne Vickery. Anne is my supervisor for honours. So she's helping me. I don't know how this works in America, but she like helps me write my thesis and all that sort of stuff, and she helps keep me sane. She's amazing. I would not have, like, I'm only a month in and I would not have made it this far without her. So yes, when I saw her collection there, I had to get it. And the man who runs the poetry shop is actually a friend of hers, so it's just a very small world. And I'm excited for these, but I'm also like, what if I love them so much and then I just like fangirl every time I sit in that office. But yeah, I really like her as a person, so I'm sure that I will enjoy her writing. And yes, so that's my little poetry haul. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be wearing this same outfit because this is probably the only time I'm going to have to film. So we're filming everything, and by everything I mean the 4 book hauls that I have. So the next one is my disability one, and I will see you all then, which should be in about a week. See you then. Bye.